All right, Capricorn, beautiful. They're beautiful cards. So eternal youth, energy, newness, and vitality, and then the web weaver. Synchronicity, divine intelligence, and cause and effect. Beautiful. It's like you're seeing and understanding now why everything has happened. It all happened for a reason. And it's bringing you to this place where you're going to feel so much better about yourself. So eternal youth is talking about being filled with new energy, feeling good, looking good, people being attracted to you. And everything is great now, but it's only because you see how everything has worked out the way that it has when you're looking at the web weaver. And it's saying that all things will be revealed through the web. Now you're understanding the connections, you're seeing the signs, and you're feeling better about yourself and your situation. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, Cap, here is your overall. Ugh. The Eight of Swords. Why? Why? Now, hopefully everything that's happening around this is saying that you're going to get past this now. But with the Eight of Swords, we're talking about you feeling stuck with a situation, having your own thoughts, keeping you stuck. And what I find interesting is the horns, right? And I hate that the devil is your card. I looked up so many different meanings about why Capricorn is attached to the devil. And the biggest thing that I got from that is that for a lot of Capricorns, you feel like your life is a constant battle and struggle to obtain success, security, and stability. But it still drives me nuts. But anyway, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords being the overall here, like I said, is going to be about you feeling like you're stuck in a situation, but it could be your own thoughts that are doing this to you, but we'll see. Now, in the past, the Five of Wands, okay. So with the Five of Wands in the past, we could be talking about being caught up in petty disagreements and misunderstandings and feeling like somebody is not going to see your point of view and your thoughts are not changing around that because of the way that they may have reacted to you. And I love this Five of Wands because to me it kind of has the feeling of what happens after the fact, where you just can't argue anymore, you can't fight about it anymore, you can't push your point across anymore. This person is just not understanding. Now for some of you, absolutely it's going to be about the internal struggle, right? Especially mentally here with the Eight of Swords. In the present, the Queen of Wands. Okay. Now, I feel like for a lot of you, and again, I look at eternal youth, and I think that the understanding is that there's a reason why somebody is not seeing your point of view, or you're not agreeing with what they're choosing to do, or what they're acting on, or what they're saying here. Because with the Queen of Wands, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you wanting to feel better about yourself, but your thoughts are still trapped in this place of, I'm not understanding this person, I don't want to accept this. But you move into this place where, you know, it is about you putting like up a brave face almost. Now for some of you, absolutely, we could be talking about a person that you're dealing with, could be a fire sign here, but they could also be affecting, you know, the way that you feel about yourself, your confidence, you know, because I look at the Queen of Wands and, you know, she's super fun to be around. You know, everybody likes her. Everybody wants her attention. But are you wanting the attention of somebody who is just not giving it to you and it's not worth fighting about anymore? You know, so now it becomes more about you and you feeling better about yourself. You know, but the Eight of Swords, it's what bothers me about this. Okay. And this is, you know, it's funny because it kind of has the same feeling a little bit as like what Sagittarius is going through. But for you, it's a different perspective here. So with the Nine of Cups and future conditions here, with the Eight of Swords, you're still trapped over this idea of something that you're wanting that, you know, isn't working out. It's not. With the Five of Wands, it's not working out at all. Now, absolutely, for those of you who are looking at career here, we could be talking about, you know, you constantly having to battle with other people. You know, with the Queen of Wands, you're trying to show that you have an ability to manage the situation here, that this, you know, is something that you want, but you feel stuck though. And that's the problem with the Eight of Swords. And for a lot of you, it may just be that you're fighting to get unstuck from a situation and have a little bit more freedom when it comes to work. Now, on a much deeper level, for me, I'm looking at this and you're stuck with the idea of what you think you want. And you can't get past that. You want to feel better about yourself, but for some of you, it's like you're wanting this person to notice this because you weren't, like accepting of the way that they were acting toward you, not understanding you, and you not understanding their own actions or their own words for that matter. But again, right? Like, what do you really want here? But for some of you, it's not that easy to just kind of like let go of. Your best path to follow, the Two of Swords. Yeah. You're going to have to make a choice that you're not going to want to make. You can't, continue to ignore the fact that there is a complete disconnect with you and another person. And I think that that's what that's coming down to. You can't, it's like you're in this place right now where your thoughts are not allowing you to make a choice and it's not allowing you to act. But I still look at this though and I feel hopeful, especially with Eternal Youth and the Web Weaver, because it's like you're understanding now why this situation has happened in the first place. And it's all meant for you to feel better about yourself, which I really think is the goal here with the Queen of Wands. But you have to let go of the idea that, you feeling better is going to come from someone else seeing you or recognizing you, because I kind of feel like that with the Queen of Wands. In your environment, the Seven of Swords. And this is kind of what I'm talking about here. I think that, it's not that you're trying to run away from a situation. I don't think that that's it at all. I think that you're not understanding the intentions of another person, especially if they've done something to, hurt you or betray you or have done something behind your back. Clearly, you already know about this. Your thoughts are still kind of trapped there. But the thing is this is still, regardless of the fact that this happened, it's still something that you may be wanting, right? But how is it affecting the way that you see yourself or the way that you view yourself with that Queen of Wands? Because we could definitely be talking about a situation here where you're involved with a person who has done something behind your back. They made you question the way that you saw yourself, but you're still stuck with this idea of, I still want this regardless of the situation happening. But you're not making the right choice for yourself, and I think that that's where the Two of Swords is coming in. You have to get that mental clarity and see that you deserve better. You deserve to experience something better, that maybe this is not something you really truly want. You just think you do right now. Your hopes and your fears, the Emperor. Okay. Who is in control? Who is in control of the situation? Are you allowing somebody else to have control? Because I almost feel like you're dealing with a person here who is making you feel like you should somehow understand why they acted the way that they did, or why they did what they did behind your back with the Seven of Swords, which is possible here, or why they're not, being upfront and honest with you about things, because clearly you don't know what their intentions are. With the Emperor here, the fear is that you're losing control, that you're not in control of what's going on. This person, I think, really made you question yourself and your confidence. The hope there is that you're not going to allow your wants and your desires to kind of control you here. But, like I said, with the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords, you're still definitely stuck in this place mentally where it's like, but I want this though. But this could definitely be, the person that you're dealing with here. I like the Emperor, I do, and I like the idea of Aries being attached to that, this whole idea of control and order out of chaos, and, stepping up and taking control, the whole self-starter feeling. But I don't know, the fact that it's there, that is what makes me feel like, you're not in control of what's happening, that you've allowed this person to have too much control, and what they're doing is not on the up and up, or what they have possibly already done to you. Oh, wow. Okay, so coming out, Angel of the Night. This is the extra card in this deck, and it's saying that you've been in the dark for a long time. But it's also saying that you're going to come out of this now. This is like showing that this is going to be the end of your longest night. And you're finally going to get to a place where your thoughts are no longer keeping you trapped in this idea of you continuing to, you know, kind of want this situation with possibly a person here who is just not. And again, you know, it is going to be about a choice that you make here. You're going to have to make a difficult choice. You can't, you know, continue to keep yourself in this place where you're looking for answers when all you can think about is what you wanted from the situation or what you're still wanting, but it not being, you know, good for you here. The Hierophant, and looking at the Five of Wands, and we're talking about disagreements and arguments. It could be that, you know, this is how things were supposed to go. This is like, you didn't commit, you didn't follow through, you didn't give me, you know, the traditional relationship, right, with the Two of Cups. And they are not like even trying to understand your point of view. Instead, they're being combative and like, you know, I did what I did, you know, I'm not understanding why you can't figure that out, but that's not fair to you. But with the Hierophant, you know, definitely here we're talking about a major commitment here within a relationship with the Two of Cups, but somebody who didn't do what they should have been doing, you know, but you may have been dealing with somebody who just couldn't conform to the idea of having a traditional relationship. With the Two of Cups and looking at the Seven of Swords, this is definitely about a situation in a relationship here where somebody has done something that they shouldn't have, but they didn't think about how that was going to affect you, nor do I think that they care. And with the Queen of Wands, you know, it is like a blow to the ego here, and it's like making you question yourself. But again, we're talking about a relationship where you're not seeing eye to eye here. And this is something that has been persistent, I think. But you've always been like in the dark about this person, their intentions, the things that they were doing. And then looking at the Two of Wands here coming out, you know, eventually you're going to get to a place here where you're going to have to take action. If you get to create your world the way that you choose, stop looking for answers within this situation and start finding them here and acting toward the things that are going to bring you out of that darkness, right? Wow, Cap. You know, and again, general messages, you will know if this is your situation, because I feel like there's still very much a want to be a part of this, but you realize that this is not a good thing, that your thoughts are keeping you trapped there, and this is the kind of darkness that you've been in for a while, but you're coming out of it. You are going to come out of it here. You know, you need to make the choice to act toward relationships where somebody is willing to, you know, give you what you want, the traditional relationship, the commitment, and not be sneaking around and doing things and then looking at you like, well, you know, I don't have to explain myself to you. That's kind of what I feel like here. But you're not getting engaged in like any kind of hostility, which, you know, explains why we're not looking at the Five of Swords here. It's more about the way that the person is treating you, I think. But you are going to come out of this. You are going to come out of that darkness. Don't, you know, and it's not about surrendering to anything negative here. Surrender is saying that, you know, you need to give up this kind of fight of, I can't get past the fact that this was something that I wanted, but I'm feeling trapped by those thoughts. But surrender and open up and communicate. Communication here is going to be important, especially if you're wanting to understand why they acted the way that they did, but that communication is going to lead to your freedom. You know, so I kind of look at the communication almost in like a Knight of Swords way, where like you're going to have to communicate what you need to say, but don't expect a response. And just release yourself from it. You know, give up this idea of this is what I really wanted, because it's not worthy of you, right? Especially if you're dealing with somebody who's just treating you like you're not important to them. and then taking shelter. The answers are within. So again, like seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I feel like with Angel of the Night coming out on this. You're finally getting to the end of this situation. You're going to reach this destination here where you start to see, the answers, right? But you're going to find that within yourself, not from, another person here. And this is you needing to kind of like, it almost feels like the hermit, right? Like I need to just shut it out for a minute and I need to do, the deeper soul searching, right? But taking shelter from all of this and kind of stepping away from it now. But getting to the end of it, which is great, especially with Angel of the Night coming out. But hopefully this will open up the door for you to start acting toward the things that you want to experience, the better things, right? All of this is happening for a reason. And it is going to lead you to a place where I feel like you're going to feel better about yourself.